Greetings everybody and welcome back to Morrowind. I am here in Vivec because I have some unfinished business with a certain someone. Oh, that's right. We haven't spoken with Vivec since before we headed off to Red Mountain and dealt with Dagathur. But I believe we owe him a visit. Yes, I do. I don't know what to expect him to say. Nor do I know how this is going to end. But I do know one thing. It's going to end. Hello again, Vivec. The blight is gone, and we have survived. Now we must dedicate ourselves to rebuilding the temple, and you must dedicate yourself to your responsibilities as protector of Morrowind. Yes, I do accept this responsibility. There is much to do. You still have Kagranak's tools, potent weapons, and the wit of experience of a proven hero. The Tribunal and the Temple are happy to yield to you the duties of fighting the enemies of Morrowind. Happy to yield. You didn't have much to yield now, did you? Even though we have survived. Well, we have lost our divine powers, but not altogether. Some token of the people's faith remains, and we shall dedicate it to rebuilding the temple. Now that Dagathur is gone, we can turn our energies to the more humble needs of the people. It is good, honest work, and I believe there is redemption in it. Redemption for you? What do you mean by rebuilding the temple? There are still issues to be resolved between the temple and the dissident priests. And now that our greatest enemy is gone, we must reorganize the temple to meet the needs of the people. We have less need of ordinators, for example, and greater need of priests and healers and teachers, and we must find time to mourn and honor the dead. Reorganize the temple? And in what way? Without the power of the heart, our divine powers diminish. Our days as gods are numbered. I have told my priests that I shall withdraw from the world, and that the temple should be prepared for a change. We may be honored no longer as gods, but as saints and heroes, and the temple will return to the faith of our forefathers, the worship of our ancestors, and the three good Daedra, Azura, Mephala, and Boethia. The missions and traditions of the temple must continue, but without its living gods. Ah, so you seem to understand, Vivec. You really seem to understand. And there is much to do, I must admit. There are many blighted beasts and horrors that have survived, and must be hunted down and destroyed. There are lesser monsters and villains of all kinds who prey upon the people. There are unsolved mysteries and legendary treasures undiscovered. I'm sure you will find much to occupy you. Surely you jest, Vivec. You must know what I mean. What else? Divine powers? Almalexia sought the Sill and I gained our divine powers from the Heart of Lorcan, and now we no longer have access to the heart, so we must lose our divinity. I have always worn my divinity lightly. Fundamentally, I am not at all a serious person, and I will not miss it. I have tried to do what was necessary. I'm afraid I have done some harm. I assure you, I will be quite content to be a mere mortal again, dedicated to my own amusements. Amusements, huh? You think that's what's in store for you? What do you think happened to Solstheim and Almalexia? Solstheim, I do not hear from him since our defeat at Red Mountain. Truly, I scarcely ever heard from him. He is completely self-absorbed. Like myself, without the heart, his divine powers will diminish, but I doubt he will notice the loss. He is fascinated by the hidden world and its mysteries, and I doubt he even notices us most of the time. I see. I see you know something that you choose not to say. That's your right, and perhaps I do not have to be a prophet to imagine what it is that you do not say, Merverine. Yes. Almalexia? We don't communicate. Without the heart, our divine powers must diminish. She takes her divinity very seriously, and the loss weighs heavily on her. She tends to brood, and I fear she will do herself and others harm. Well, your guess isn't far off. I found Solstheim dead and was forced to kill Almalexia. That is very sad. I presume she killed Sothasil. I thought she might harm me, and I presume she tried to kill you as well, Nerevarine. It is all very sad, but death comes to all mortals, and we are all mortal now. In time, death will come to me, Nerevarine, perhaps even at your hands. It is futile to deny one's fate, but nonetheless, I'm afraid I find it all very, very sad that it should end this way. Something that began in such glory and noble promise. Yes, well, you know what they say, Vivek, the path to oblivion is paved with good intentions. And now, I think we all know what has to be done. Yes, that's right, Vivek. I've come to fulfill the prophecy once and for all. I'm going to enjoy this, Vivek. I'm going to really enjoy this. Well, you sealed your fate long ago, and now it is my destiny to fulfill it. Alright, he's got some nasty, nasty spells, but I got lots of spell absorb now. Let's see if I got any more. I think I have a nice amulet. Amulet of Hearthroom. Courtesy of the Dagoths. Let's see. Amulet of Hearthroom. Get that Necromancer amulet back up there. Dodge that spell. Coming at you, Vivek. Oh, yeah, he's going down no problem. Of course, it hopes to be quite overpowered like me. This is what you get for your betrayal. You wish to be immortal, but you are a mere mortal all along. Ooh, good shot. He's putting up a fight. Ooh, certainly more than Alexia. Whoa. Oh, jeez. I thought that might be a fitting end for you, Vivek. Your soul is trapped within the star created by the one you betrayed in the first place. And with that, his body vanishes into the ether. Or maybe I just threw it into the canal, who knows. Well, Vivek... That seals the Tribunal's fate. No more false gods. And the people of Morrowind, well, who knows if they'll really know what happened to the three. I'm sure the echoes of the prophecy will ring throughout the people's minds, and they'll create myths and stories. They need not know the real truth. They need not know that they were such treacherous whelps. They fell to temptation, as any mortal would. I know what I must now do. It's time to relieve the burden of the prophecies from this land once and for all. Well, here we are again. Smoldering ruins of the Heart Chamber. Deep below the mountain, inside the citadel of Dagathur. That's where it all began, and this too it all shall end, once and for all. Wraithguard, Keening and Sunder, these tools were never meant to be in the hands of any mortal. They were created, and thus they can also be destroyed. And so it is here where I'll cast them into the lava. And we will forever be rid of these abominations. As for True Flame and Hope's Fire, well, I will use them to carve a new meaning. A new future for our people. And hopefully I can be a symbol of the righteous way so that we may all prosper. Oh god. And not get stuck on, I don't know what. Well, my job here is done. Let's go home. I feel as though a great burden has been lifted from me and from the land and my people. And now, well, we've got the whole world ahead of us. There's nothing left to do now but adventure. Thank you for joining me, friends. See you next time.